When we think of classical music, we don't tend to think of the audience as fans, right? They're classical music lovers or appreciators, but never fans.
But classical music fandom absolutely exists, and we've got the receipts to prove it.
I'm Dr. Kate Guthrie. I teach and write about the history of classical music.
And I'm Dr. Flora Willson, a classical music writer, broadcaster, and historian. In our podcast, Dear Maestro, we're exploring the untold stories of classical music fandom throughout the 20th century. We'll discover how classical music lovers and pop music superfans maybe aren't so different after all.
Through my research, I've gained access to an incredible archive of fan mail sent to none other than Leonard Bernstein, one of the 20th century's most important conductors, the composer of West Side Story, and a pin-up for a generation of classical music lovers.
This treasure trove of thousands of letters reveals a fascinating glimpse at the beating heart of classical music fandom and a feverish desire for connection that's not so different from what we see today in Swifties, Stans, and Beyoncé's Beehive.
Through the words of those letter writers, we'll be exploring the complicated and surprising birth of modern fandom through topics such as sexuality.
Of course, you must also know, or have been told, that you're the sexiest man to hit TV since it was invented.
Longing and desire.
I doubt if I will ever enjoy another concert unless I fall madly in love with the conductor.
Elitism.
Are the antics, which I tried my best to avoid seeing, called conducting?
And finding yourself.
I didn't just choose classical music because I wanted to be different from other kids, but because I think the kind of music I listen to shows the great feelings and emotions the composers poured into these works.
We've also tracked down some of the original letter writers to hear their reflections on what they wrote all those years ago.
First of all, I see the email and I think it's some kind of junk response. And then I opened it and I recognized my childhood handwriting immediately. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even really believe this is real.
And we'll hear their stories of how Bernstein influenced their lives and careers.
The point of origin was the Young People's Concerts, because I saw something there that I wanted to be a part of. And that literally, I guess, changed my life.
You can listen to each weekly episode now by searching for Dear Maestro wherever you get your podcasts. And for extra bonus content, including letters read out and discussed by their authors, head to dearmaestro.org.